G'day, Sam Shanan here, art business coach at moonicle.com. Today's talking about the law, getting the legal side of things covered. Most artists aren't working with the contract, and it can be extremely easy to whip one up. I mean, things like ChatGPT can get you pretty far along the way than we used to have to write these all out by hand. You can also check out the Graphic Artist Guild. They have a great handbook with templates included, and you can grab a couple of these off my website as well. But the main thing about the legalese is that it's not really that complicated. You don't really want to be dropping a gnarly contract on a client who's just looking for a $50 art print. But for example, you do definitely want to have these for a commission where you have it's basically an agreement. It's just human language terms outlining the instructions of their responsibility, your responsibility, and setting up the time limits and constraints so you can establish a boundary. You don't want them to be overreaching, you don't want scope creep, you just want to keep it contained, nice and clear, everybody knows what's going on, and then get started from there. So for those simple outline of that, you just need to have like what I promised to do, for how much, by when, and the client's responsibility is to send me images or send me text or whatever it is that you need from them, that to be included in the contract. Then you set out your payment terms, 50% up front, some other milestone, and then they don't get the final work until they've paid the final amount. Same as at a pizza shop. You don't get to take your pizza home unless you've paid the money first. So don't be handing out your work without getting paid and then wondering why your clients aren't paying you for the work that you've done. You still own it until they pay for it. So let's get those contracts underway. I'll share a link on my website, so moonicle.com/hello, and there'll be a template there for a legal contract. Just a draft template that you can fill out and keep it nice and simple. And then the final thing is, remember when you're handing over a contract to a client, you definitely want to get on a phone call or lay it out in clear human terms in an email so that they don't feel like they've just been handed a big dense contract. You want to make it pretty simple. You know, the phone company, there's no hidden clauses in there. There's nothing that's going to be taking advantage of them, but you just want to make it clear, walk them through it, explain the steps, explain their responsibilities. That's a big important lesson I learned. So make sure that the client knows what the hell they have to do so that you're not getting huge delays on a project based on their slowness to deliver certain content your way. So remember, moonicle.com, check that out for some other tips, and there's more documents and resources on there for you to check out.